Hey everybody, and welcome to Joker's Wild Side. I am Lobo.
I'm Jax.
Today we got a lot of news from this weekend and the game going on right now. Let's start real quick. How you doing, brother? You had a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a good weekend. Went and saw the Adam Sandler live show.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyed it.
Cool. We'll probably be reviewing this here soon. That's great, man. I was hoping to go, but I think it was sold out.
Yeah.
So
There wasn't any spaces.
where you were at? Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. We'll be reviewing that here. Let's get started with tonight's game that just started. Bengals and Jags. Bengals looking like they're driving down the field against a pretty good team from Jacksonville. Oof. Um,
Oh, he still got it.
the Bengals
Okay.
are without their quarterback Joe Burrow. They have a backup, but they seem to be playing pretty well right now. They're probably gonna punt or go for a long field goal here. Who do you got, and what do you think will be the key on this in this game?
I got the Jags, and I mean Bengals not having their quarterback. If they can pull with their with their second string quarterback,
Mhm.
then they can do pretty good. But that means that he's got to show up.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, they're going for it on fourth down. All right. Let's see what happens as he steps back.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, he's getting sacked. Yeah, he's down.
Rip. He waited too long to get rid of the ball. Nobody was in position.
Definitely.
Sad days.
Turnover by downs. I also got the Jags. They are in Jacksonville playing here. The fans are just going wild right now. Yeah, I mean, without Joe Burrow, like we mentioned before, the Bengals are not the same team, as you can see, obviously. So yeah, Jacksonville has been playing great all season. I think they get another W here. Um, and then let's go over also the game that's coming up this Thursday. That's gonna be a barn burner. Let's say no. Let's be honest. It's gonna be a bad game. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be a bad game.
Patriots and Steelers, you got.
Yeah, both with backup quarterbacks. As the Steelers quarterback, Pickett went down this week against the Cardinals with the high ankle sprain and had surgery this morning. So they're without him, and Patriots have benched their starting quarterback Mac Jones. Uh, I mean, if anything that happened this week shows it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Yeah.
We'll get a little more into it as the games pop up when we talk about them. But who do you have? And does it really matter?
I mean, at first, I just got to start off and say it's a bad year to be a Steelers fan, man.
Or a Patriots fan.
Or a Patriots, but who cares about the Patriots?
Not me.
um, uh, I mean, Patriots have just been look like they're playing with sticks in the mud,
Mhm.
and Steelers, they've just had a terrible offensive year. I haven't even paid attention to anything that the Pats have been doing.
Yeah. So this
I mean,
game was a little bad for both of them, to be honest with you, this week. As was I think the Steelers take it just because they have a little bit better offense. But Pats also may take it because they have a great defense. Defensively, the Patriots are very good,
yeah,
but their offense cannot move the ball to save their life.
it depends on what the Steelers can play.
Yeah, I agree. Regardless, it's going to be a tight, low-scoring game. I have the Steelers here barely, but I say by 1 point, if that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, it's throwing crap at a canvas.
It's throwing crap at crap.
Yeah.
That's what that is. But I was hoping they flex this game out like we talked about the other day, but seems like they're not whatever. Steelers win by 1 point, I think. Let's talk about this last week. Speaking of the Pats and the Steelers, we'll start with those games. Specifically, let's start with the Patriots. Lost 6-0 to the Chargers, man.
Chargers have been playing pretty good. I'll give them that. Been playing better than most.
Okay. Nice throw deep.
Um,
Mhm.
but the Pats, this is a standard game for the Pats.
Mhm.
But 6-0, that's pretty ridiculous if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a terrible game. And that Pats running back Stevenson was sustained a right ankle sprain. Who knows if he'll be out or if he's going to try to play through it. And right now, a Jacksonville receiver went down. It looks like he hurt his shoulder as he was holding it on the way. He stayed down, actually. The way he hit and slid, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he landed hard and it's turf. Oh, that's terrible. That is bad. But that was a great
you could
catch.
see everything just shove up in.
Yeah. But that was a great catch by him. Now, the other team, the Steelers, like we said, their quarterback went down this week with the high ankle sprain. But they also lose to the Cardinals that we both did not see that coming
Yeah,
at
no.
all.
Did this play a factor in it?
Most likely. But it was Cardinals won 24-10, obviously without their quarterback. They weren't able to produce the offense they wanted. So that sucks for them. Let's talk about a few other games. Specifically, the best team in the league. The worst team in the league. Let's start with them. They continue to suck as the Panthers lose to the Buccaneers in a close one, 18-21. They made it a little interesting.
See, I had the Panthers with decent support. It was close.
Yeah, no, they suck. I got it right. Buccaneers won. Not that I'm excited for that. It's just I knew the Panthers couldn't do it. Let's start now. Let's go completely the other way. The best team in the league, the Eagles, get destroyed by the 49ers.
Finally.
They finally play a good team, besides Kansas City that they beat a few weeks ago. And the 49ers destroyed, like obliterated, 42-19, man.
Yeah.
In Philly.
Yeah, that's almost double the score. See, I almost had you convinced that the Eagles were going to take it away because it was in Philly.
That's more than double the score.
Yeah, I said about double, I'm pretty sure.
I thought the Eagles were going to put more of a fight.
Uh-huh.
But the 49ers look like the world beaters they were in the beginning of the year. And in a lot of people's eyes, they just jumped over everything and are the best team in the league with that win. I mean, when you win that convincingly against the best team in the league, it's kind of hard not to say so.
Yeah, and now the Eagles 10-2.
Yeah. We will see how the rest of the season. Either this is going to be one or two things is going to happen. Either they're going to break the Eagles and they will not be able to come back from this, or this was toughen them up, a wake-up call, and say, okay, next game they'll destroy whoever they play, which I think is the Cowboys next week.
Oh, no, not my Cowboys.
Oh, it might be a hip thing.
He's walking all sorts of goofy.
Yeah, it looked like it's a lower body injury or a back injury. I thought it was a shoulder thing.
Yeah, they're icing his lower back, his lumbar area.
Yeah, it might be a hip thing, but all right. Kirk, their Jacksonville receiver, might be out. He's going to the back. Who knows if it's just something that'll come back during the game or he's going to be out for the game. We'll keep you guys posted. Now, the Lions beat the Saints in a close one that the Saints could not do anything in the first half. The second half, they came back and made it very, very interesting.
Nice.
Yes, it was a close one. Unfortunately, Saints quarterback Derek Carr got hurt again, had a concussion, and it just seems like he's getting pummeled all year and just in and out of the lineup. So he might just be called it a year as the Saints are kind of mid-tier. Just go recover, have the rest of the year off. But knowing Carr, he'll try to get in there. Again.
He'll still try and get in as soon as he can.
Yes, he will. He is one of those that likes to play even if he's a little injured. The Colts beat the Titans in a close one as well at 3-point game. Titans, like I said, we don't know what the hell is going on with them.
They do decently good or terrible.
Yeah. No, but a few years ago they were Super Bowl contenders, and now they can't get a win to save their life. Again, it's sad to see, but it's also it might be in part that they lost their starting quarterback a few weeks ago, so they might not be able to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, oof,
Wow. Some hard hits right there, man.
yeah, for real. Uh,
Oh, dude, the refs are just going after people today.
it looks like it. Good sportsmanship there by both players after that. Falcons beat the Jets in a low-scoring game, 13-8. The Jets keep losing. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers wants to come back to that. As well, later on you'll see why, in my opinion. Uh, but they need to get a win here, and Falcons were the one to get a win. If they can't win with them, I don't know what to say, man. That offense looks so horrendous. Broncos, unfortunately, snapped their 5-game winning streak in a sloppy game against the Texans. The Texans continue to prove that their rookie quarterback is something to fear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous how it's going. Uh,
They're almost touchdown.
Jaguars are driving down. It's 4th and 1. Uh, they're around the 6-yard line. They need to get to the 5th to get a first down, and they're gonna go for it, which I do not blame them.
Yeah. 4th and 1.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence here. It's a great quarterback for this. They're trying to trick the defense, see what they do. Dolphins get a big win against Washington. That's quarterback sneak.
Tush push?
No, that is quarterback sneak. Tush push is everybody's like super tight behind the
Oh,
quarterback.
okay.
But
First down. First and goal.
Yep. They're kept the drive alive. Like I said, Dolphins destroyed Washington, which was expected, 45-15. Yeah, quick quarterback sneak. Rams destroy the Browns. This one surprised me that it was that bad. I thought the Browns defense was going to put a better fight, but with the Rams apparently got their quarterback, they're starting Matthew Stafford back this week, or played really well. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Yeah, touchdown Jacksonville.
By number 1, Eaton. I can't pronounce it. Junior.
Travis
Etienne Junior. Whatever.
Etienne, yeah.
But like I said, the Rams just put it on the Browns. Upset of the week, I think, as the Packers beat the Chiefs.
I told you the Packers were going to take it, man.
I didn't trust them, and it looks like Jordan Love is starting to prove that he was worth that pick, and the headaches that Green Bay went through the last few years.
Kick is good.
7-0 Jaguars with a little under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. But yeah, Jordan Love looks amazing. He looks like they're finally meshing. Everything is kicking in. Lions better be careful with Green Bay coming up on their heels. But the Chiefs, 2 big losses in back-to-back weeks. I think they lost last week too. Nope, they beat us 2 weeks before. But yeah, that was a big upset in my opinion. I had the Chiefs, and you actually went with Green Bay. So it looks like Green Bay is gonna get lucky again. No pun intended. But they had Brett Favre in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. They had Aaron Rodgers for about 12-ish years.
Yeah.
And now they're moving like back to back good quarterbacks. Never been seen before. Let's see if he could keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep going, Love.
Yeah, it just looks like it's finally coming together with Love. With Texans, we're talking about the other injuries. Texans wide receiver Tank Dell is out for the rest of the season. He fractured his fibula during this game.
That's a hard bone to break, man.
Yeah, so he was probably hit hard or pivoted and was hit, whatever. Some things I've seen too is when they pivot, their bones like kind of cross, and that's how they get
the fibia and tibia.
Yeah, so might have been something like that. I did not see the game. I was at work, but T's and P's for him. Unfortunately, they lose a great weapon. Could the Texans continue their rise to this ranking without him? We will see. And then final news on football before we go into our bottom end top 6 teams. Ex-Colt linebacker Shaq Leonard has joined the Eagles, signed with them after the Colts released him earlier a few weeks ago. So it looks like the Eagles are, with this loss, they're trying to shore up their defense as they completely got pummeled out by the 49ers. So at least they're making moves. They want to stay on top. We will see if that helps out. I think Shaq Leonard is a big addition. As a few years ago, he was, as a defender, running for the MVP,
Oh, dang.
which is not very heard of at all. So I think he'll be back up and bring that Eagles defense, already stacked defense, up another level. Uh, but yeah, that's our news. Let's go into our NFL bottom six and top six. Let's start with bottom six teams. What are yours, man? 6, 5, and 4.
My bottom six. Well, I had to move up the Arizona Cardinals with their win against the Steelers.
Okay.
So they're my number six.
Ooh, okay.
There's still a shit team, but they beat the Steelers. Let it be, Steelers lost because Pickett's high ankle sprain. Then number 5, we got the Jets. I just keep pegging these guys all over the place. They're in, they're out.
Yeah. It's a lot of mismatch with them, but 2 flags on the return. And who's your number 4?
Number 4 is the Washington Commanders.
Oh, all right.
They're not good.
No,
they haven't been good. I think they're on a 5-loss streak.
Give me a second. I'll tell you here. They are on a 4-game losing streak. Close.
4 games.
That was close. But yeah, it just doesn't look good for them. At my number 6, I got the Jets. At number 5 was your number 6, as I have Arizona right there. At number 4 is Tennessee. They did lose, but they kept it closer than I thought they would. So that's why I put them up a little bit higher, but not by much. So that's my 6, 5, and 4. At your top 3 or the worst 3 teams in the NFL, who you got?
I got Tennessee.
At 3?
Yep.
Okay.
And number 2 is the New England Patriots.
And number 1?
Don't even have to say.
Okay.
Carolina Panthers.
They just suck complete ass.
I'm going to throw you for a loop one day and just not even include the Panthers. They've hit 0.
I mean, yeah, I can't argue with that one. So at my number 3 was your number 4, Washington. And then number 2 and 1, exactly the same, New England Patriots and Carolina Panthers.
So we had the same exact list, except
a little bit switched around. So yeah, it seems like as the year goes by, you could tell what teams are what. And we will see in the top 6 teams.
Oh, Bengals are running it.
Big screen.
Oh,
to the right side
at 49-yard or 51-yard line.
Yeah, so Mixon gets quite a big run right there with the screen pass. Let's go into our top 6 teams. Let's see this run. A little screen pass to Mixon gets about 20 or 30 yards. Let's see where he's at. Starts off around the
12-yard line.
12 or 15. Oh, never mind. Maybe like 30 yards. 30, 35 yards. Nice. Good play.
Good run.
Yeah. Who's your 6, 5, and 4 on top 6 teams?
Right now, I got the team that's playing Jaguars, number 6.
Mm-hmm. Another big one by, now this is, I can't see his name, but gets around 12 yards. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Bengals are driving down, want to tie up the score. All right, go ahead, sir.
And then my number 5, I got Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
And 4, Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, you got him at 4.
Yeah.
Last week you had him at 2 or 1. All right.
I also play for whenever they're not bye week. I move people around because if they're not playing, then there's not any movement. There's not any movement. Mm-hmm. You got to make room for the other teams as well.
Gotcha.
You can't just leave, other than the Panthers, you can't leave number 1 and number 1 all the time.
No, I got you. That might be face mask. Nope, no face mask. At my number 6, I have Detroit. They did have a few bad games. They did pull off a win here against the Saints. Unfortunately, it was a close win, so I had to bring them down even a few more notches. They're still in the top 6, so they're still a good team. At number 5, I have Dallas. who just came off a big win against Seattle, uh, who made an interesting on Thursday night. And then number 4, I have Philadelphia, who fell from my number 1 spot to number 4 as this 49er. Is he going for a pass? He's going for a pass? Yes, sir. He's going to get killed.
Oh,
That was a
dude,
bad
he
play.
ducked getting even touched, man.
Yeah, but that was a bad play design from the get go. Um, but Philly is just this game really brought Philly down to earth a lot. So I had to bring him down a couple notches.
It humbled them.
It humbled them a lot. So let's see how they react the next couple weeks. Who are your top 3 teams in the NFL this week?
Well, I got Philly as my number 3.
Okay, close.
I had to move them.
Yes,
You know,
I mean,
number 1 can't stay number 1.
Yeah, especially after a big loss like that.
Oh yeah, no, I was even considering them putting them at 4,
Okay, so
and then
similar idea.
switching my Philadelphia and Baltimore.
Gotcha.
If anything,
Mhm.
but I'm sticking with my list right now, and then Detroit Lions for number 2,
Okay.
and Kings of the Castle came back to rest. 49ers.
All right. It seems like we have the same teams, which is move them around. So, like I said, as the season goes on, we'll see more.
See, I wanted to plug in Dallas myself, but I couldn't figure out a good place to plug them.
Gotcha.
And I even felt a little bad about putting some people in certain places.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the top teams will. Same thing with the bottoms. As the season goes on, they're kind of like interchangeable. Except this week specifically, there was a lot of movement.
Oh, yeah.
So, at my number 3, I have Miami, who you have way lower than I do. They've been proving their offense is incredible. Their defense has been coming back. No good field goal. Jeez, that was bad. It was
Suck
short.
it, Bengals.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's all right. At my number 2, I have Baltimore. Even though they had a bye week, from all the other teams, I cannot put Miami above them just yet. Oh, he hit the crossplane.
It just bounced off.
Need a little more juice on that kick. Like I said, number 2 is Baltimore. I couldn't drop them anymore because even though Miami's been winning, Baltimore before this has been proving enough. I could have maybe switched Miami and Baltimore 2 and 3, but
All right.
it's like one of those toss ups. And I'm number 1, 49ers. With this big win, I mean, you cannot put him anywhere but number 1 because they did not just beat Philly, they embarrassed them at home.
Oh, yeah.
So,
More than doubled the score.
Yeah, it's just terrible for the Philly. But it looked like 49ers are the team to beat again. Like I said, and as the season continues, this will probably change around a little bit more. But that's our top and bottom 16. Let us know if you agree in the comments. What are your lists? What do you think of our list as well? Let's move on into some pro wrestling news. There's quite a bit of it. A little update on the AEW Continental Classic Tournament.
Yeah.
Specifically, the Blue League happened. A few matches happened in AEW Collision this Saturday. Claudio Castagnoli stays with 3 points as he loses to Brody King. Brody King gets 6 points now with that win. Daniel Garcia and Kingston still 0 points as they end up losing to Andrade El Idolo and Danielson, who now have 3 points apiece with those wins.
Man, Brian didn't have to do Eddie dirty like that.
I agree. I think Eddie Kingston is going to, in order for him to keep his titles that he put on the line, he's going to have to go on a big run right now and start beating people.
Oh, yeah. Just start shredding through people.
He needs to win his next 3 matches. Big time. If not, he is not going to have a chance.
Dude, if he doesn't even get close to at least 3rd place, or like 3rd in the running, essentially, then it's just going to be an upset because he went from having 2 or 3 titles.
2 titles.
2 titles to not even being able to get in the top 3.
Agreed. It's kind of sad right now for him, but he's the one that opened his mouth and put him on the line. So, hey, back it up, brother. You know about this. You're from New York, man. But other than that, we got some great news from 2 superstars coming back from injury. Ricochet came back in a house show this weekend and is set to make his return soon to main TV. Ricochet is a big fan favorite. Oof. Great defense there from the Bengals. Jacksonville trying to go deep. Um, and the second one is, I know you're happy about this. Sheamus.
I am happy that Sheamus is back
Yeah.
or coming back.
Yeah, soon here. I think close towards the Royal Rumble, they'll both be coming back. That could have been pass interference as he was holding, pulling, and then grabbed his face mask there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That could have been called. But
Yeah.
it looks like the refs are going to let that one play.
All right, so tell me, a Royal Rumble, it's 30 guys coming out slowly in their underwear.
I mean, you're not completely wrong, but no, not the way you're phrasing it.
Darn.
It's they're coming out to the ring for the match. It's 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble, which is you come in, you fight, and you have to eliminate people by throwing them over the top rope.
So somebody slides under the first rope.
They don't have to slide in. There's a few people that step over, but once they hit they're in the ring. You have to get tossed over the top rope, and your both feet hit the floor, not the ring, the outside of the ring, the floor.
So that's what I was meaning. Somebody slides out of the ring
Underneath it, you're
it.
safe.
You're safe.
And it's been done multiple times.
All right.
And there's still many wrestlers who have not been eliminated from Rumbles before, and there's winners have been announced. So, it's a gray area. But yes, it's very interesting. It's not at all how you phrased it. Okay, Jesus made it sound a little wonky.
Oh, rip that pass.
A little behind them, could not hold on. Jacksonville's punting. It looks like, yep, they are. We'll go more into the Royal Rumble. We'll probably do a live stream because it's one of their big 4 events for WWE. Fair catch here. Also announced this weekend or this morning a few matches for Monday Night Raw. DIY, who is Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, are gonna find Imperium, because you're a big fan of, because they're with Gunther.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for Gunter.
Yeah, well, it's the other 2 guys with them. I can't. I can't remember. Maybe
not Volkanovski. That's the UFC guy.
Yeah. I can't remember their names to save the life of me.
Not Dragunov, is he?
No, that's in NXT.
NXT.
Yeah. But they're gonna fight in the 2 out of 3 falls match. Looks to be good. These are 4 great athletes. Also, Cody Rhodes will address Shinsuke Nakamura on whatever's been happening with them. Either a little bit of talking back and forth.
Ludwig Kaiser. Fabian Achnier.
Yes.
And Marcel Barthel.
Marcel, I don't think is. Maybe. I don't remember exactly.
Oh, wait, no. Marcel Barthel is Ludwig Kaiser, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, because it's Walter Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther. Yeah. Like I said, Cody will address Shinsuke. Another match that I do not give a crap about. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, no, I couldn't say that. I couldn't say I care.
Nope. Drew McIntyre is going to fight Sami Zayn.
That'd be a decent fight.
It will. I know Drew is physical as hell, and Sami can get the crowd riled up. And then, probably for the main event, the World Heavyweight title match, Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso. This could be interesting. A lot of dynamics could happen.
Oh, I just thought of something crazy.
Well, we could go straight into it. Our next segment, which is we do Mondays, is our pro wrestling storyline predictions. You just thought about it, go for it.
So we got Seth Rollins and Jey Uso, main event. We just had McIntyre sitting there and yelling at Seth Rollins that he needs to give it up to him. So I think that we're going to get some interference from Drew McIntyre during this fight. And if it does happen, I don't know who would fight who. I don't know if Drew McIntyre would go and smack out Jay or go and smack out Seth because he's pissed off. Yeah. But, oh wait, so it is for the World Heavyweight title?
Yep, it is for the title.
Ooh, like okay.
This could go anywhere.
Drew McIntyre smacks out Seth Rollins. Jey Uso takes the title. Drew Mac goes after Jey Uso.
Oh, that's interesting. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Ah.
Well, maybe. For the reason is Drew still has a hatred to Jay.
He does, but if he gets his fight and he's a little iffy a bit about if he can beat Seth Rollins, he thinks that he can beat Jey Uso.
I'm pretty sure he and at least in his head, he knows he can.
Yeah, he knows he can because he won 4 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick it back off yours.
Okay.
I do think Drew will come and interfere. I think Sammy will be involved. I think Cody and Shinsuke will be involved. Rollins will get hit by thing, and then Judgment's Day. Senor Money in the Bank. Damian Priest will try to cash in, maybe completely cash in and win the world title. I think they're holding on for a bigger event for him to cash in, but that's just a possibility there.
Yeah. All right. I see that.
Leaving the whole end of Monday Night Raw a little bit of a clusterfuck. So that's very interesting that you said that. I didn't think about it till now. Huh. That's good. Another storyline prediction that I have is for SmackDown. Randy Orton on SmackDown decided to sign with SmackDown instead of with Raw.
Oh, nice.
So he chose to fight the Bloodline because they're the one that took him out. I think he will be he'll be the one to dismember and disband Bloodline, possibly with help from LA Knight, maybe Jey Uso, maybe some other ones. Would he be the one to take the World Heavyweight Champion from Roman? He has a big enough name to. I think so.
Yeah.
I think
Randy
so.
Orton has the ability to.
Yeah, definitely.
I just think not that it's a little weird that he just came in and he would go and attack him right away, but it would make sense why they brought him back.
Yeah. It's just Randy Orton. The whole storyline is he is one of those that when he gets in a certain state mentally, he goes off. But we will see on that one. Do you have any other storyline predictions? You talked about a few last week.
Yeah, last Friday I was talking a little bit about MJF and Samoa Joe.
Yes.
And we have this whole thing coming up. If you didn't catch it all, we have the demon that is challenging.
The devil.
Yes, the devil.
Mm-hmm.
The devil is challenging MJF to a tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking the tag team match that MJF is going to end up having is going to be with Samoa Joe.
Oh, 100%.
And Samoa Joe is going to take all the beating the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And MJF's going to try and come in, do his thing, not be able to do his thing because he's not at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lose that tag match.
Yeah, that's a very big possibility. Great little pass over on the right side or the left side, depending on how you look at it. Cincinnati driving down. They're looking like they're trying to get some points here. Yeah, that's a good one. Obviously, I think Joe's going to protect MJF as much as he already said and proved during this last week's AEW Dynamite. I'm kind of hoping it's for the ROH titles just so they drop him and he doesn't have to double book himself to death. MJF being here. But we will see how it goes, what happens. That's a good one. I have a little bit of a Royal Rumble very early predictions. Do you have another one before I go? Or
no, I think that's all I have for predictions.
Okay. This one is of just very early Royal Rumble predictions. Possible winners. Randy Orton, who just came back, is a very hot name, big name. Cody Rhodes announced already that he's going to be in it. I just don't think he's going to win it back-to-back years. That's the only issue with that one. LA Knight, who's been hot all year, is a possibility to win the Rumble. Drew McIntyre, depending how his story goes here, if he actually re-signs, I could see him possibly winning. CM Punk, who just returned. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the backstage shenanigans with him and the BS that happens, but he is a big name. One day back, and he's already one of the top 2 sellers in merchandise in WWE. So, or 2 of his items are top 2. So it's ridiculous how much star power he has. So they might do it. They might pull the trigger on that again and have him win the Rumble, or someone that's been hot all year, Gunther.
Oh yeah,
I am very, very convinced that that's a very big possibility. The other two that like very very long shots, Sheamus, but I don't think they haven't pushed him enough recently for me to consider it.
Yeah.
And maybe Shinsuke, but I do not see it as well. Sammy, very small possibility as well.
See, you said
Jay,
one name out of that list that I was just like, I was so upset with it
CM Punk.
that
Yeah,
I figured that it was going to be it. CM Punk.
yeah. I'm upset that I'm like considering it, but with big response when he came back, big response on Raw when he did the promo. His sales with his merchandise, it is completely ridiculous how well he's doing. So it only makes sense that he could be a possibility of a
Yeah.
winner. So that's really the only reason I put him. Like I said, I do not hate the guy, especially in ring work, in the mic, in the announce table. Like you said, he's probably the best, if not one of the best in the world to do that.
Oh yeah.
But his out of backstage stuff, the fights, the BS, letting his ego get in the way. So hopefully he puts that away and just focuses on the wrestling, gets in, gets out, and doesn't really, as he said on last Monday night, I'm here to make money, not friends.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Keep it that way. Don't be a menace behind.
But he still doesn't have to make enemies. He can still make money without making enemies.
True, true. Uh, but that's really all I have. Unless you have anything else you want to add.
Nah. Nah, I don't got anything.
Okay. Well, remember, guys, just a little reminder at the end of the year, we'll be having about a week or so off. We're going to do some remodeling, some new stuff coming up, new electronics, new everything. We're going to try to get everything brand new here to try to move the channel and keep it moving forward. We see that we're growing slowly,
Slowly.
but our plans is to grow it much more next year. And for that, we need to upgrade a lot of stuff. So that's our plan. Just we'll keep you posted. We'll have some time off at the end of the year. That's coming up here real soon. Um, Remember, take everything we say with a grain of salt. We're two doofuses, two jokers who just like to talk about stuff we love:
Yeah.
sports, football, wrestling, and nerd stuff, anime. As you can see, we have Deadpool up here. And then the final thing: be grateful for the stuff you have, and be grateful for the problems you don't have. It could always be much worse.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but other than that, I've been Lobo.
I've been Jax.
This was Joker's Wild Side Corner.
See ya.